how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we did it again, boo-boos. Yes, we did. We designed another treat box, but this time, it's the little ghost. Remember, we did say we were going to be making a ghost. So I went ahead and I made a little template. This is the little ghost. Do you guys recognize him? He's the one from Snapchat. Boo-boo. So, are you guys ready to see the little bad boys? So, these are the little bad boys we will be making today. So, these are the boxes. Super duper easy. Same exact way, the way we made the witch's boots. So these are super duper easy. I hope you guys try out this one because this one's a lot easier than the boot. If you guys have been following me, you guys know that there's a witch's boot treat box that we just made last week or the week before that. Go ahead and check out that video. It's down there below. I'll also have it in the description area. But today we are going to be making these little bad boys. And these are super easy. They're a lot more easier, boo-boos. Trust me when I tell you. And you want to be making some of these for some of your little special people. And also, what was I going to say? We are going to have this in our Facebook page so that you guys could go ahead and just download it and print it out so you guys could have your own little template and make your own little ghost treat boxes because these little bad boys are super duper easy. So let's not waste any more time, boo-boos, because I know you want to get down to dirty, boo-boos. Let's get down to dirty and I will see you in a bit. Little crafty monsters, let's get down to dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So, this is the template that we drew out. This is a paper to masterpiece creation right here, baby. This is an original that you guys have right here. I know there's a lot of people who've been making a lot of treat boxes, but we did do this ourselves. We did not copy anybody. So, if you guys are wondering or saying, hey, I've seen this before. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Sit your little butt down and let's watch this tutorial, boo-boos. So, here's the thing. We are going to go ahead and trace out our little template. So you guys know the drill. If you guys have seen my other videos on the witch's boot, you guys know that, you know, we print out that paper, the template, and then we went ahead and made a template out of that on a thicker cardstock like these two little bad boys. And we are going to go ahead and use that to go ahead and trace it out on a thicker cardstock. Now, these are the little eyes. We went ahead and we punched out some little ovals for the eyes and the mouth, but I think we're just going to use the mouth. Now, if you align this correctly on your 11 by 8.5 inch paper, you guys will have a possibility of getting 2 of these little ghosts out of 1 sheet of paper. Now, like I said, you guys have to make sure that you guys align this out pretty good, and you guys will be able to get 2 of these little ghosts, which is pretty cool. So you don't have to waste so much paper. And so now you guys know that with 1 sheet, you get your full little box. Well, no, not really, because you still have another sheet to, you know, to make the little, the strip for the sides. What are you talking about, Jesse? You still need 2 sheets. All right, so you need 2 sheets of 110-pound cardstock of your choice of color, of course, in order to make one of these little boxes. So now that we have these little bad boys all traced out, we're going to go ahead and cut these out. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I cut the first one. I mean, like, you know, I know everybody knows how to cut objects and stuff like that, but I felt that, you know, I would just show you. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and just cut the rest of these little ghosts off camera. And I won't torture you guys on making you guys watch me cut these little ghosts. Now, just have in mind, guys, that I am going to go ahead and explain to you guys throughout this whole entire tutorial on certain parts, but then on certain parts that really don't need to be explained, you guys will be hearing some music. So just have in mind that even though you guys hear me start to play some music while I'm decorating, there is going to be some more explanations after that little section. So don't fast forward yet, guys. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and erase all of these little marks. And these are all the little ghosts that we cut out. That's how fast it is. The power of video, right? So anywho, go ahead and get those little bad boys, and we're going to need another sheet of paper, and we're going to do it on the long side because we're going to need 2 strips of paper. Now the strips that we're going to be cutting are 8.5 by 2.5, and like I said, you will need 2 of them per box. So out of 1 sheet of paper, you will have enough to cut out 4 strips for 2 boxes. Now, go ahead and get your little score tool, and we are going to go ahead and score this at 1/2 inch and at 2 inches. And this is the short way. This would be portrait style. Then on landscape, we're going to go ahead and score it at 1 3/8 and at 3 inches. Now, just know the 1 3/8 score, we will not be folding that. That is just so that we know exactly where to glue the other strip. You guys will see later on in the video. I'm going to go ahead and explain that to you guys. But once you have all these little strips scored, then we're going to go ahead and get our ruler, and I'm just going to go ahead and mark from the score line all the way to the edge of the paper, and this is going to be where I'm going to go ahead and cut these into notches. This is just going to be making it a little bit easier for when you go ahead and glue this onto the actual ghost. It's just, if you have to curve the strip, then those tabs will go ahead and allow you guys to go ahead and curve this little paper, and you won't have such a fight. I mean, because the paper will try to fight you for this, trust me. And so right here, we're just going to go ahead and cut all of those little marks where we made. And this is going to be our little tab. Now your strip should look like this, like the one on the left hand side, the one that I just put down. And you want to go ahead and do this to every single strip that you guys cut out. As many of these little boxes as you're going to be making, this is how many of these strips you're going to go ahead and have to cut these tabs onto. So if you're making a few of them, that's cool, because I mean, like, this is an easy box to do, but just know that it is time consuming. So don't go into this project thinking that, you know, you're going to be able to put out like 20 boxes in less than 2-3 hours. It's going to take some time, my little crafty monsters. So once you have all of these little strips all done, then we are going to go ahead and start gluing this little bad boy together. Now, gluing it is pretty easy, guys, honestly, to tell you the truth, because I made it to where the box inside is just basically going to be a little bit more rectangle than anything. I was not going to go ahead and make this the shape of the ghost, because that would just make it a lot harder for some of you guys. Some of you guys did say that the witch's boot that I made was a little bit difficult. So I decided that the ghost, we were going to be making it a little bit easier. So if you guys remember that score line, the 1 3/8, the one that we did not fold, that is going to be our guideline on where we are going to line up these 2 strips. So that's basically where you see me gluing these little 2 strips for. So we're going to go ahead and line that up to that little score line, and then we're going to add some glue and then attach these to make one long strip. Now this is going to be the bottom part of the box, so nobody's really going to pay attention to this or even see this. But I like to go ahead and glue this and make it all secure. I also like to glue the little sides right here, these little tabs that you see me gluing, just so that it's already shaped into that little box. Now, just know, guys, that the bottom part of this little box mechanism is pretty square, but we are going to be making it kind of like, how do you say, kind of tapered out towards the head part of the little ghost. You guys will see. It's kind of going to look like a little vase or a little vase. It's not going to be a perfect rectangle, just letting you guys know. The bottom part is going to be a little bit more wider. So this is basically the shape that we're doing for the little box. It kind of looks like a little binker. Well, that's what it looks like to me, like the shape of a little binker. We're some scientists up in here. So go ahead and just glue this down. I like to do one side first. You guys have seen me do this with my witch's boot. So I like to go ahead and glue one side down so that it is basically secure. And then once we have this down, then we're going to go ahead and do the top part of this little ghost. And like I said, guys, it's really, really easy. I mean, there's really nothing to it. And so I just like to kind of fold down the tabs, and then I just add a little bit of glue. This part is a little bit hard to do because once you have some part of that strip glued down, then it is kind of hard to maneuver. But if you fold those tabs inward and add the glue and then just kind of place them where you need them to be placed, it actually works out pretty good. So it's actually pretty easy. So go ahead and just do that to both sides, and then once you do that to both sides, then you're ready to do the top part. And this is the last part of this little strip that we're going to do. So now we're going to go ahead and just glue the top part of this little of this little ghost. Now what I like to do is I like to go ahead and glue down the bottom part of this ghost, because then you could basically kind of fold that little ghost upward to kind of put a little bit more glue onto these tabs. I use my bone folder to kind of basically smooth out those little tabs down so that they make proper contact with the actual paper. And then like this, it just really is a pretty secure hold. So see how I'm kind of folding this little ghost back? This part is pretty easy. This is why I like to do the bottom part first, because then it's just a lot easier to go ahead and fold that back to put glue onto the last tabs. And these are the two little ghosts that we put together. They're both put together the same exact way. And so now we're just going to go ahead and start decorating. Now I'm going to go ahead and just play some music right here, because all we're going to really do is just attach this eyelash yarn onto the very edges, and then we are going to go ahead and add a black trim that is made out of some yarn that we purchased from the little hole in the wall that we get from downtown LA. So I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our die of this little leaf branch that we purchased from AliExpress, and we're going to go ahead and cut out some branches out of some green cardstock, and then we're going to use this spider web onto some black cardstock. You guys have seen me use this little spider web before. We've used it in almost all of our Halloween projects, and we're going to go ahead and just cut this we're going to cut this down into several pieces, so we are only going to use 2 of these little spider webs. We don't need to cut out a lot anyway, because you are using them only for the 2 little boots. And so you guys will see. Now, you guys could decorate these however you guys want, honestly, to tell you the truth. I mean, I use stickers, I made embellishments, and I did a little banner and stuff like that. And I really thought that the eyelash yarn and also that little trim just basically gave these ghosts a little cute little outline. And so right here, we are going to go ahead and just cut out some ghosts out of vellum. And we're going to use this on the little boy ghost, because we're going to be making a little girl ghost and a little boy ghost. Or if you guys just want to make them just regular little ghosts, you guys could just make them little ghosts and not really say that they're a boy or a girl. So right here, we just went ahead and we cut out all of the little elements that we are going to use. Now, I am going to use this little paper punch, and I'm using these 3 colors to make a little banner. And we are using a little paper punch that we have purchased. It's basically a Martha Stewart paper punch, and it does the little mini banners. So I thought this was going to be cute. I was going to make it look like if the little ghosts were basically holding these little banners in the front of them. And we are going to make them into a Halloween banner. So we have little stickers that are perfect size for these little for the little banners. You guys will see. So we are going to use some of this little Halloween twine that we have as well to go ahead and put this together. But first, we're going to go ahead and just fold all these little bad boys into half. And you're going to fold the little triangles, and you're going to fold those little banners. And these little triangles are going to basically be the ones that are going to go in between the little banner. It's just to make them it gives them a little different shapes and different sizes, which I thought was super duper adorable. So once you have all these little guys folded, then we are going to go ahead and just get our twine. Whatever twine that you guys want to use will work. If you guys want to use regular, the hem twine, the jute twine, whatever it is. If you guys want to use just a string, you guys could go ahead and use a string as well. We just decided to use the Halloween twine because I just felt that it would, look cute. And so right here, we're going to go ahead and just pick out some paper flowers. These paper flowers, I purchased them from the giant dollar that I have right here around the corner from my house. And the little ones, well, we just purchased these paper flowers from AliExpress a long time ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pick out kind of dark, Halloween colors that I feel are kind of Halloween colors. So like greens and purples and oranges and reds and stuff like that. So once you guys have these little flowers out, now if you guys kind of already have an idea on where I'm going with this, with the little flowers and the little vines, you guys are amazing. But if you guys don't, what we are going to do is we're going to build a little flower crown for the little girl ghost, which I think is super duper adorbs. And so right here, I'm just looking for some little bling that we can go ahead and add to our little banner, the little triangle parts. And so the bling has to basically be really small. It cannot be big, because I think if it's going to be a little bit bigger than the banner, then it's just going to look a little bit funny. But I know I do have some smaller bling that is like these tiny, tiny little diamonds. So we're going to go ahead and use those. And so these are them right here. We're going to go ahead and use some orange ones and some black ones. I'm just keeping it simple with the 2 colors. Those are the 2 main Halloween colors. So we're going to go ahead and just use that. Now on the little headpiece for this little ghost, we're going to go ahead and just use this little green ivy or green branch, whatever it is that it is. But we are going to use a little bit of the Spectrum Norm glitter pin. Now, I know I could have used glitter paper to go ahead and just cut out these little branches, but I felt that I didn't want them to be too glittery. But I wanted them to have a shine enough to where I could go ahead and just add the little Spectrum Norm glitter and just do a light little glitter onto these little leaves, and it kind of just gives it a little extra something. Now I know you guys can't pick this up on the camera, but trust me, when I tell you that it looks really cute. And so right here, this is where we're going to go ahead and apply that glitter onto all of the little leaves. Just like I said, to give it a little bit of a glitter. And then we can go ahead and use our hot glue gun to go ahead and attach all these little flowers to that actual vine. And I'm also going to attach some of these flowers to the actual vine itself, so that, you know, they're kind of not just on the actual head of the little flower, of the little ghost. And so I like to put out a lot of stuff onto my table, and I use whatever it is that I use. Now, just because I have all these flowers out here does not mean that I'm going to use all these flowers. You guys are going to notice that I don't end up using those dark red little roses, because I felt that the big red rose in the middle, or a big flower in the middle, was good enough. So we don't end up using those. But we're going to go ahead and just continue to try to decorate this and try to, you know, fill in little areas that need to be filled in. But you don't want to get too crazy, because this is just supposed to be like one of those little flower crowns that you guys normally see little girls wear, or, you know, like the little enchanted princesses and stuff like that. And so we're going to go ahead and just cut our little spider web. Now the little spider web, I want to do kind of like a little 3-dimension on the actual little boy one. So I'm going to add this little piece on the bottom, and then there's going to be a bigger piece in back of this one, just to kind of give it like a little double web. And we will be using some little sticker spiders that we purchased from Michael's to go ahead and to add on the middle part of these little webs. Now I'm just using my regular Aleene's glue. I'm not going to go ahead and use the hot glue, because I feel that that is going to be contact onto paper, so it's going to stick pretty good. Now on this one, I'm going to go ahead and just layer that little spider web in the very center of that little guy. And we will be putting some of our little vellum ghosts in between the little spider webs, just to kind of give it a little bit more of an illusion, like the little ghosts are kind of peeping out from the little spider web. It's just to give the little boy a little extra something. I wasn't going to put flowers onto him or anything like that. I wanted to keep it, you know, pretty plain and pretty neutral. So that's where we're going here. And so we're going to go ahead and just add these little ghosts. You don't want to add too much glue onto these ghosts. Where I'm adding the glue is onto the little tails, that little tail pick. And then I'm going to go ahead and hide that behind the spider web, so you guys really are not going to be able to see that too much. But in person, you could definitely see the little ghost, which I think gives it that little extra something to this little treat box. And this is that little spider ghost the little spider sticker that we purchased from Michael's. All of their stickers right now are 50% off, guys. So if you guys were to be looking for some of these stickers that I'm using here, like the little silhouette of these little witches and the little spiders, those are 50% off right now at your Michael's. So you definitely want to go ahead and grab a handful of those, because you guys never know, they might not be here for next year. So I'm going to go ahead and just start to make these little banners, and the little banner is going to be held in the very front of these ghosts, like I said. So time to make these little banners, guys. Put the little ghosts away and go ahead and start to bring your twine. Now, like I said, this is the part where you guys could add whatever kind of string or whatever kind of twine you guys want to add on to this little banner. It doesn't have to be this one, but I did find this at the Hobby Lobbies, so it is at the craft store right now. So you guys could definitely go pick up a little pack of these. And in that pack, it has the 3 colors, which is the purple and gold, the black and gold, and also the orange and gold, or the orange and black. But I think these twines are super perfect, because they are all Halloween colors, and I would definitely grab a hold of some of these little bad boys, because you guys never know. You guys are going to definitely need some cute little Halloween twine. So Jesse's just basically looking for the twine right here. And here it is. So this is that twine that I was telling you guys about, that is at the Hobby Lobbies, and it's the 3 Halloween colors. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of measure where the little hands are from hand to hand, and I'm going to go ahead and just start attaching my little banner to this little twine. And I started with the middle by folding that twine in half, and then I just put that little banner in that very center part, so I know that that's going to be centered on that twine. Now, these are just really easy. All you're really doing is just gluing them onto this little banner. So if you guys have this little paper punch and you guys have never used it, now's the time to use it, my little crafty monsters, because you could definitely use it on your little ghost treat boxes. I think they are adorbs. So go ahead and just keep adding all of your little banners. And once you've added all your little banners, go ahead and add your little stickers. Now, these stickers, I did purchase them at Z99.99 store. No, I did not. I did not. That's a lie. I purchased them at Z Dollar Tree. So they were the little tiniest stickers that I could possibly find. Did I know that I was going to make these little banners? No, I didn't. But they worked out perfect because they were basically the perfect size for these little banners. So I was like, okay, this works. So we're just going to go ahead and measure the second little banner with the twine that we used from the first one. And we're going to just do the exact same thing with these little banners. And we're going to go ahead and just attach them. Now, on some of these stickers, there are some little Draculas and a little cat and a little scarecrow. And like a little pumpkin and a witch and a cat. And so for the little girl ghost, I went ahead and I used the little witch's sticker. And for the little boy one, I used like the little Dracula and the little scarecrow. I just wanted to kind of make them go with each other, and so that's why we did it that way. But you could basically add whatever it is that you guys want. Obviously, this little banner wasn't big enough to say Happy Halloween or even just Happy Halloween or anything like that. So I figured that in order to make it still look like a little Halloween banner, we were just going to go ahead and add little Halloween elements onto this banner and make it look Halloweeny. So that's what we did right here. And then we're going to go ahead and after we've added all of these little stickers to the actual banner part, we're going to go ahead and add some little bling. Those little blings that we took out, the black ones and the orange ones, we're going to go ahead and use those for the pendant part of this banner, which are the little tiny pendants. And so all I'm going to do really is just get my little finger X-Acto knife and I'm going to go ahead and just cut out the little gem, and I'm going to go ahead and just add this on there, or gem or bling or whatever it is that you guys call it. I don't know why I called it a gem, seriously. But anyway, so now we are going to go ahead and just add the orange one. And I'm just kind of alternating the color. So it's one orange, one black, one orange, one black, just so that it kind of goes. And I kind of try to make sure that I don't put the orange on an orange banner because it just, won't stand out as much. And so right here, we're just going to go ahead and just glue these banners to the back part of the hand. That should be enough to go ahead and hold these little banners into place and they will not fall or anything like that. So that's what we're going to do right here. We're just adding some glue onto the back of the little hand, and then we're going to go ahead and place that little twine down and just have it hold it there into place. And it kind of just makes it look like she's holding the little banner, which I thought was cute. And it also gives the little boy a little bit more color, and well, it kind of just matches the little girl's headpiece, that little crown of flowers. So I thought it was super duper adorbs. And so right here, we are just finishing up on this little bad boy right here. These are super easy, guys, honestly, to tell you the truth. You guys definitely have to try out to make some of these. Now, if you guys did see that one tutorial on the witch's boot, I know that one was a little bit more complicated, but this one is going to be a little bit easier. I promise you guys, I made it to where the box part of this little ghost is not too hard to put together. It's just basically two pieces, and it's most likely kind of like a little rectangle or like a little binker shape, like I said, but they're super easy. So I hope you guys try this out, and if you do, share it with us on our social media. That's it for now. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys. Seriously, there was really nothing to it. Super duper easy. We made the inside insert box part a lot easier than we did for the boot. So you guys definitely have to try these little bad boys right here. The pattern, the template will be in our Facebook, Paper to Masterpiece. So go ahead and check us out there. And then you guys could go ahead and just save the picture and then print it out in your printer and make these for yourself. Maybe you want to make them as centerpieces, or maybe you guys want to give them out to your little kiddos, or maybe you want to make some for your coworkers. Maybe your coworkers are, worth making one of these for. Whatever it is, you guys, I hope you guys get inspired, and I hope you guys try it. And if you guys do try to make one of these, definitely share it with us on our Instagram and our Facebook. We would definitely love to see your guys' creations. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's the picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good. Yes, I do, boo-boo. BFs is good. But BFFFF is even better. And you guys know you guys want to be my BFFF. So go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. And since you're already there, boo-boos, go ahead and hit that bell icon. Because the bell icon is for you. That's so that you guys don't miss out on any tutorials or upcoming videos that I put out for you. And go ahead and give us a thumbs up, because that will definitely help us grow our channel. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Oh, wait. Don't forget to share, boo-boos. Don't forget to share. Don't be stingy like that. Go ahead and share and tell everybody about Paper to Masterpiece. Go ahead and share the links on your Facebook. That would really help out. Like, it really would. But anyway, that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. And stay tuned for a haul. Did you guys follow me at the scrapbook convention last Friday? You did, huh? Yeah. Well, we bought some stuff, guys. And if you guys want to see what those stuff are, stay tuned for tomorrow. That's tomorrow's tutorial. See you guys in a bit. Oh, wait, what do you mean see you in a bit? I'm not going to see you in a bit. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello? That was a take 2, just in case, okay? See you guys tomorrow. So, until next time. Just cut it. Goodbye.